There are moments in Jewish history when words are no longer enough, so we sing. When we were liberated from slavery and the sea split before us, the only way our people could respond was with music, not with law or instruction, but with song. The fullness of that moment was too great for mere words. Only melody could contain all of the contradicting emotions the people felt, the terror and the gratitude, the grief and the hope. And this right here is the great lesson of Shirat Hayam, the Song of the Sea, that music is not an accessory to Jewish life. It is essential to our survival. Since the early days of our tradition, music has been the primary vehicle of our prayers to God. It has helped bring us together across geographical and ideological divide. It has helped us heal when we have been broken by the turning of history. And music has even directly spared Jews' lives during the darkest moments of our story. Our Torah portion reads, "Then Moses and the Israelites sang this song to God." In the Talmud, we find a fascinating set of explanations as to how this song was actually sung by the Israelites. First, Rabbi Akiva attempts to explain. He imagines Moses singing line by line while the people respond with a single refrain, Ashira Ladonai, I will sing unto God. In Rabbi Akiva's interpretation, Moses carries the full song while the people affirm it with just the refrain. Next comes Rabbi Eliezer. He says that Moses sings each verse and the people repeat it, every word. They don't just assent, they internalize it. But then comes Rabbi Nehemiah, who goes even deeper. He imagines Moses singing only the opening words, and then everyone sings on their own, as if the song had been waiting inside them all along. Rabbi Nehemiah's bold vision imagines a leader in Moses who does not perform for the people, but awakens the song within them. This is what music does at its best. It doesn't replace our voices, it draws them out. Now, this might strike you as a fantastical explanation, that everyone at the sea magically and spontaneously came up with the song together. But this ideal does underscore just how important music has been for our people since the very beginning. Back in ancient Israel, the Levites were set aside, not just as officials, but as cultivators of sacred sound. The Levites were singers, composers, teachers, and most importantly, guardians of musical memory. Without these musical stewards, Torah and prayer might have become colorless and thin. And that brings us to this moment. For 20 years, our own Dave Strickland has acted as a kind of Levite among us. How blessed are we at Central Synagogue to have been shaped, deepened, and moved by the music of Dave Strickland. Dave has lived and worked in this community in the most profound way, not as an outsider, but as a full-hearted participant in our sacred life. Through his extraordinary musical gifts, his sensitive, brilliant playing, his ability to reframe and reimagine our musical tradition, Dave does exactly what Rabbi Nehemiah imagined. He doesn't just perform the music, he awakens the song within us, and he does it with so much care. It is impossible to hear or watch Dave play without seeing him being 100% locked into the moment. The way he listens, watches, and responds, not only to the music, but to the energy of this space, always surprises and delights us. It takes our music and our prayers to another realm. And even more than that is the mensch behind all of that skill. Dave knows this congregation. He reaches out when we need help. He notices absence and offers comfort. He goes the extra mile to be present and to serve. In ways both seen and unseen, Dave has acted as a kind of Levite, not by lineage, but by calling. He is a steward of our musical soul, a teacher of prayer through sound. And most importantly, a reminder that holiness comes from the way we care about each other and how we do what we're doing. At the sea, Moses sang, Miriam danced, and the people found their voices. For the past 20 years, Dave Strickland has helped us do the same. And so we honor you today, Dave. You've lifted us up, and so it feels fitting to let other cantors add their voices to this blessing, not just this cantor. Cantors who have worked with you and prayed with you and have been shaped by your generosity, your artistry, and heart. I hope you can see the screen.
Mazal Tov, Dave, on 20 incredible years at Central. Your sweet spirit, your soulfulness, you're finding just the right way to transition from one prayer to the other. It's incredibly special. I miss you. I think of you all the time, and I'm sending all of my love from Charlotte.
Dave, collaborating with you to make incredible music was a treat and a dream. Not only are you a gifted and talented musician, but you're a real mensch who takes the value of hidur mitzvah, the beautification of a mitzvah, seriously through your musical offerings every week. Mazel tov to you on 20 years!
Dave, my very first Shabbat on the Bima at Central turned out to also be your first, though you didn't tell me that at the time. Then and now, your gentle smile, your soulfulness, and your musicality are such a gift, and I'm so grateful to be your friend. Mazal Tov on this incredible milestone. Here's to many more.
My dearest Dave, Cantor Andrea Ray Markowitz here. How fitting to honor you on this Shabbat Shira. To Shabbatot, High Holy Days, presentations, recordings, recitals, and teaching together. I have marveled over your incredible musical skills and creativity, and more so, each collaboration. But most importantly, I have cherished our friendship and your incredible kindness and compassion. Congratulations, my friend. Mwah.
Dave, you are so special and such a blessing because you bring not only excellent musical artistry, but also such profound soulfulness and humanity to everything that you do. And I feel so personally blessed to have shared so many meaningful and joyful moments with you, both personally and musically. All of us are so blessed by the light that you bring. Mazel Tov on 20 years.
Asher Shlomo, let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for thy love is better than wine. That was the Song of Songs, David. And you are the song that makes God come into our sanctuary. God bless you, and you give voice to the congregants. Thank you for that, and thank you for 20 years. May there be 20 more. God bless you.
I get to be the last cantor to speak in this role. I realized when I went to lunch with Dave last week to mark the 20 years that there is no one else I've ever had a longer working relationship with. Dave arrived to Central just a few months before I did, and this was his first real job in a synagogue. I remember that Cantor Ida Ray Kahana said that this was her parting gift to me. How right she was. We Jews are often known as the people of the book, and we like to center our views and our life around Torah, but the text doesn't always tell us the whole story. So the rabbis created midrash to fill in the gaps, to illuminate emotions, to expand and stretch our understandings of the written word. Dave Strickland, what he does is make musical midrash. He fills in the gaps with emotional aliveness that cannot be found on the musical page. I've handed him sometimes something that looks like chicken scratch, or I sometimes just sing something into a recorder, and then he will work his Dave magic and expand the possibilities of how we can understand and feel that prayer. In fact, as has already been said, he is praying at that piano. Prayer being a form of sacred attention. Dave is so present in every moment that he is adjusting to the energy in the room at all times. We could be doing a prayer that we've done 1,000,000 times together, and he will actually just change something, and I'm just taken by surprise, and the prayer becomes new to me once more. I'll do a funeral with Dave, and he's listening so intently to the service that he'll then play a recessional song that he picked up from someone's eulogy in the funeral. Or he will latch onto a theme that comes from a rabbi's sermon and echo it in the anthem right after. I can't tell you how many times that I will just be taken by what Dave is doing, and I just shake my head and I'm like, he's a genius. It really feels that way. This musical midrash that you do that renews the text that we pray every week and every week. Now, I don't have to tell all of you who are in this room or watching us on live stream that the soul of Central Synagogue is found and expressed at our Friday night service, and that the soul of our Friday night service is found in our music. At the center of this, our primary partner for 20 years of creating the soul of this congregation has come from our beloved Dave Strickland. You lead this incredible musical team because this is a collaboration you do with all of us, with such heart and soulfulness and attention and presence. You have blessed all of us, and we would love to have an opportunity to bless you if you'll come up to the bima, and we invite everyone to please rise and join us in blessing him. I told Dave we're not going to lift him up, but we will. Just if you just stand, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Turn around. Maybe if you come up.
Yivarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha
Ken yiratzon. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. Ken yiratzon.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha. Shalom.